Hi guys, the Metal Maniac back again, and in this video I'm going to be listing off my top 10 favorite songs by the band Death. Oh, and just look with the Iron Maiden one, where I listed off my top 10 favorite Iron Maiden songs. Other than my top 3, or maybe in this case my top 4, other than my top 3 or 4, these songs on this list have been switched places many times, so I have a list to keep track of where they're at now. Anyway, with that said, at number 10 is Beyond the Unholy Grave from the album Scream Bloody Gore. It's the last song on the album, no, the second to last song on the album. And, well, it originally wasn't even on the album, just like with the last song on the album, or at least on this version that we have now. It's very haunting. It kind of differs from the rest of the songs, where the rest of the songs are like very, I wouldn't say very fast. Like most of them are very fast paced and very aggressive, where this one's kind of slowed down. But it's very haunting. I love the chorus. Just everything's really good about it. But yeah, it's a number 10. Oh, yeah, at number 9 is the song "Forgotten Past" from their second album, Leprosy. This one is kind of isn't talked about that much. It gets overshadowed. Hold on. It gets overshadowed a lot by other songs on that album, like title track, "Choke on It," and "Pull the Plug." But it's a really good song. Definitely the catchiest of them, of all the songs on that album. Again, I don't exactly know what the premise of the song is, but it's still a good song. It's really catchy. And number 8 is "Baptized in Blood," again from their first album, Scream Bloody Gore. This one is really interesting because it's one of those songs on the first album where Chuck does these like blood-curdling shrieks. Not really shrieks, but blood-curdling screams. Especially with the chorus. I really like it. It really shows that Chuck had a really amazing vocal range. Like again, on everything from the first album, like he did like multiple different kinds of death metal vocals. But yeah, I love it. Yeah, that's at number 8. At number 7 is 1000 Eyes from the album Symbolic. I love the concept for the song. Basically, back then, the ever growing advance in technology, like people were paranoid, and for the most part, kind of still are. That not I'd say very fewer people are paranoid about the concept, but people back then were like very paranoid about the government watching people through security cameras in public places. Basically tapping into public places security systems and looking through the cameras. Apparently there was a big paranoia of that in like the mid 90s. But yeah, so that's a very interesting concept for a song. Actually, I kind of like the concept more than the actual song itself, although the song itself was pretty good. Let's see. Number 7. Oh, yeah, and number 6 is "A Moment of Clarity" from the Sound of Perseverance album. This one took at least 2 listens to actually really appreciate. I don't know why. But it's definitely the one more well, everything's melodic on that album, but it's definitely one of the more I would say less fierce sounding. Definitely a lot more I don't know, definitely a lot more peaceful sounding in a way. I love the riffs, I love the solos, I love everything about that song. But yeah, that's at number 6. At number 5 is "Empty Words" from the album Symbolic. Um, this one, again, uh, mm, yeah, this one also not only is it a good song on its own, but the concept that the song brings to light is very interesting. Basically, um, how people say they will, like basically the overall concept of the song I love. It's basically how people say they will do something for someone and then they don't, or they basically say something but they don't put any meaning behind what they say. It's a concept like that. Um, but I love it. Let's see. Oh yeah, number 4 is Crystal Mountain, also from the album Symbolic. Definitely my favorite song from that album. Um, I don't know what Crystal Mountain has to do with the actual um, overall theme of the song, but uh, the overall thing, the overall theme of the song's pretty interesting. Basically about the messed up nature of religion and how people can not only take it too far, but how they can basically take individuals and sort of technically guess brainwash them into believing their stuff. Basically, just mess up the youth. Um, and how like a lot of these people can get into high positions of power and just basically mess everything up. Um, but yeah, I mean lyrics like inflicting wounds with your cross turned to dagger, like stuff like that's just really amazing, like song wise. Again, going back to another concept of that particular song, where like um a lot of these religions, especially like Christianity and stuff like that, they view themselves as like the people who love, people who care. But then at the turn of a dime, they can be really hateful, spiteful people. Especially if you don't believe what they believe. Not everyone, but some of them are like that. But yeah, the song really brings to light the harsher and more sinister and just messed up part of religion. But yeah, that's at number 4. All right, at number 3 is Zombie Ritual, again from the album Scream Bloody Gore. I love everything about this song, like especially with the opening riff. How it reminds me. I've said this before, but it reminds me of, for whatever reason, it reminds like how sort of like the sound it is. It kind of sounds like some kind of Arabian theme. It kind of reminds me of the old cheesy horror flick Oasis of Zombies. But yeah, I really like it. And then, of course, like section of the chorus, I really love how Chuck sings, "Drink from the goblet of gore. You took the zombie drug, now you want more. Drifting from the living, joining with the dead." You know, all that. Just the way he sings it is just absolutely spine tingling. But yeah, Zombie Ritual is awesome, and then the way he shouts "Zombie Ritual" too. At number 2, of course, is Spirit Crusher, again from the Sound of Perseverance album. This one is definitely the most epic sounding song that Death ever did, excluding the Painkiller cover. Um, but yeah, it's just really cool. I love how there's like three different riffs. There's the bridge riff, like the second to main riff, and then the main riff, and then Chuck's vocals are really awesome on the song. And then the guitar solo is probably one of, if not the best guitar solo in any Death song. It's very beautiful. Love it. Okay, and at number 1, my favorite Death song of all time is Evil Dead. I mean, of course, one of my favorite death metal song of all time, based on one of my favorite horror movies of all time. It's just really good, especially like again the one thing that the first album did really really well among a lot of things is really awesome intros to their songs, like especially with the riffs, like it just really gets you in the mood, and it's just an overall great song, and I absolutely love it. But that's it for this video, and hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.